Hi teacher, good evening. My name is Jean Ramirez. I hope you're doing great. The topic of this video is about heads and modifiers, complements and adjuncts. Okay, at first, head is the main word in a phrase or in a sentence. The head is explained by modifiers, is a word explained by modifiers, and it's the central piece of information. A head can have one or two or three or more modifiers, or even may have no modifiers. The head is the most important element in a phrase because it controls the other words. On the other hand, a modifier is a word or group of words, several words that changes and modifies the meaning of a noun or a verb and gives information and details about it. Modifiers in short words are extra information because they add more information to the head word. So there are two kinds of modifiers. We have the pre-modifiers that are words placed before the noun, and we have post-modifiers, words placed after the noun. When we combine heads and modifiers, we can find different types of phrases, such as noun phrase, adjective phrase, preposition phrase, and verb phrase. And here we have some examples. Add phrase, very happy, noun phrase, the big house, preposition phrase, in the park, on the table, verb phrase, run quick, and so on. Now, with some examples, we have some examples of modifiers and heads. In the phrase, the fast car, we can notice in the fast car, we have two modifiers, the article the and the adjective fast are the modifiers in this case. And the noun car is the head. Here in the other example, we have blue birds. As we can notice, blue is the adjective, so it's the modifier. And bird is the noun, so it's the head in this case. As I told before, we have two types of modifiers, pre-modifier and post-modifier. In this case, amazing place. We can notice that amazing, the adjective is before, it's placed before the head. That's why it's called pre-modifier. And the other example, war in Syria, we notice that in Syria, it's the modifier and it's placed after the head. That's why it's called post-modifier. On the other hand, talking about complement and adjunction, what is a complement? A complement is a word that's necessary, is a word expression that's necessary to complete or give meaning to a sentence or a clause. They have an effect on the meaning of the phrase and are mandatory because without this word, the sentence wouldn't be understandable or wouldn't have a meaning. In this case, I practice boxing. We can notice that I is the subject, practice is the linking verb, and in this case, boxing is the complement. This last word, without this last word, boxing, the sentence wouldn't be understandable. The sentence wouldn't have a meaning. That's why this word is very important. Here in the other example, I visit my cousins. In this case, similar, I is the subject, visit is the linking verb, and my cousins is the complement. One more time, we can notice that without this last word, there is not a complete idea. I visit, but whom, who? So it's understandable, it's not complete. Now, talking about adjunction. What is an adjunction? An adjunct, an adjunct is a part of a sentence which is optional, and it doesn't affect the meaning of the clause when it's removed. Here we have some example. Esteban did his homework in the living room. If I remove the last word, the last phrase in the living room, the sentence is still understandable. Esteban did his homework because this sentence is a complete idea. It's expressing a complete thought. Esteban did his homework. Okay. Likewise, in the other example, Daniela will do her homework tomorrow. Again, if I remove this word tomorrow, nothing happens because Daniela will do her homework is still a complete sentence. This sentence still has a meaning, so nothing happens. In the last example, she traveled to Mexico last month. We can notice the last two words, last month, doesn't affect to the sentence if they are removed. She traveled to Mexico. It's still a complete idea and we can understand that. So teacher, that was all for today. Thank you so much. I hope you liked the video and see you in another occasion.